Okay, you know what? We're just gonna use the phone. I tried. I tried. Nobody's live yet. Okay. Okay, somebody's here. Yeah, so I've just spent the last, like, 2 hours trying to figure the webcam situation out, and, it is so fucking complicated doing anything streaming related. Like, I swear to fucking Christ in heaven. Like, you gotta have an encoder, you gotta hook up your webcam and your mic, and you gotta get it fucking synced into some bullshit, and, like, back in the old days, you know what you had to do when you wanted to do a live stream? You hit a fucking button. Like, that's all you need to do. I don't know why I had to, like, micromanage all this shit just to get a live stream going. It's ridiculous. Here's the problem. If it was anybody else, they could probably get over this, but I am technologically challenged. So, yeah, naturally, it didn't work out. Uh, I went on such a big tech run too. Like, I wish I could show you all the shit that I got for it. Actually, you know what? I'll just do it now. Like, got camera, we got a mic, and all this shit over here. Like, I was all decked out for this thing, and then I couldn't figure out how to get the damn thing to work, and I've been trying to figure that out all week. And by the end, I still couldn't figure it out. So, someone's messaging me. Anywho, yeah, here we go. This is the stream, the quote-unquote official end of Volume 4, beginning of Volume 5 live stream. Sorry, it's on the phone again, but I tried. I really did. But yeah, so... Oh my god, I am so fucking glad that this video was done. This was, not much, Corbin, not a whole lot. Just speaking to the void. This video took a very long time to write it and to plan it out, and like because it was the finale and covering all the miscellaneous things, like I had to make sure I got everything, or at least all the big things I could think of. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you think that, because Lord, this was a lot of planning went into this, especially this part. This is actually the shirt from Salve Regina University out in Rhode Island. It was one of the schools I was touring way back when I was looking at colleges. Unfortunately, I didn't get in, but yeah, that Salve was one of my top ones that I wanted to get into, and we picked the shirt up there. And yes, I have had it this long. This was about almost let's see, but 5 years since I graduated, so all 7, 8, 9 years at this point I've had this shirt. I am my father's son. He never gets rid of his t-shirts either. But yeah, if you want the shirt, I mean, if you're ever in Rhode Island, go to Salve if you're touring colleges, and you can probably buy one at the store there. I don't know if they still have this exact shirt, but, whatever. I get that a lot, that I need more subscribers, but, like, I've been doing, especially since I've been doing this a fucking long time, but I think it comes down to I've always been bad at like, advertising myself, and also, like, slow growth is fine. An accent. I'm from Massachusetts. Lived here my whole life. Well, I was born in Rhode Island, moved to Mass when I was 3, and I've been here ever since. Yeah. My accent kind of comes and goes. Like, most of the time I can hide it pretty well, but there's some videos where it really comes out. Like, the big one where it really came out was 10 Little Roosters. That was because I had spent the weekend with my relatives, and they have very thick accents, so mine came out. And I recorded the 10 Little Roosters review immediately after spending Christmas with them. Yes, that is a thing, Ivan. That is definitely a thing. Thick. Actually, I just watched a video with Thick in the title. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Pyrotaz, but he just put up a video of him playing as Roadhog from Overwatch. And, yeah. I guess, Let's think. We can just talk about thoughts for Volume 4, your guys' thoughts. I'll talk about my thoughts, anything I missed, about any other Rooster Teeth show going on, and our expectations and hopes for Volume 5. That's for the big one. Yeah, so Volume 5, I'm... Season 14-ish of RWB, yeah, I kind of have to agree with that. Red versus Blue. We can talk Red versus Blue. I will say right now, although I know people are still going to ask when they come in, still have not watched 15. I'm going to binge it when I get the DVD. I took 15 off because I needed a break. Because, when from 13 to Volume 3 to 14 to Volume 4, it was just constant things I was angry about, so I needed a break. RWBY Chibi means... I'm watching RWBY Chibi, but I'll be damned if I can tell you why I'm watching RWBY Chibi. Like, I don't... It's not so bad that I wouldn't say don't watch it, but it's not good that I really care about it. And everyone asks me if I'm going to do a video, and I honestly don't know how to do a video on RWBY Chibi. Like, it's such a weird show to try and plan a review for, which is why I haven't really done it. I mean, at some point I'm sure it'll come up, but yeah, Chibi. Yeah, I mean, there are some good skits in Chibi. Like, the best skits for me are whenever the villains are on. Like, Chibi villains are the best. But like, hang on. Sorry, I'm just letting people know that this is going on. For RWBY to get it together, I don't know, because, again, I think RWBY Chibi... Oh, dear God, don't even... Why would you even do this thing? Yeah, no, RWBY Chibi would be interesting. RWBY, again, I honestly believe that if they just took a year off to just buckle down and get it all together, they would fucking just anything would happen. Yeah, Chibi Roman's cool. I like Chibi Roman. Yeah, I mean, I just think a year off would really kind of help. They should have taken one off after Monty died, but they kept going because, we need to show everyone that we can still do this. RWBY should be over by now. Hang on. Oh, wait, no. Besides fondness racism, what kind of lore stuff do you think RWBY needs? Just consistency. That would kind of be the big thing right now. Like with the towers and the kingdoms and all of that. I think Celtic Phoenix is doing that whole lore bit on his channel right now, isn't he? I think he's actually come up with some pretty decent ideas. And so by the looks of it, because I can't remember all the details right now, but he sounded like he put a considerable amount of thought into it. Do I care for any of the new villains in Volume 4? I would like to like Watts, or Chucklefuck as I call him, but he hasn't really done anything yet. Hazel could be interesting. I guess it will depend. And Tyrion, normally I like that kind of villain that Tyrion is, but it just doesn't work that well here. Camp Season 2, lackluster season with a really good finale. That's the best thing I've said about it. Yeah. But yeah, the finale was amazing. The rest of the season, I could do with that, quite frankly. The Adventure of Chucklefuck. Yep. Because Watts is probably going to be the main villain next volume, so... Let's see, with Mistral being a French term, I think with a mix of Greek agriculture with a French undertone. Since France was a nation group defined by so much war in Europe. That would make sense, which is weird why it's Asian, then. Does RWBY suck now? It kind of does, yeah. Collaborating with other reviewers. I've always been a hermit by nature. That said, I wouldn't mind, like Fat Man Falling. If he and Celtic and Ninja asked me, I would join in on those what is the thing they do? They do the live reaction discussion thing. If they asked me, I would do it, but that's entirely up to them. I don't like to impose on people. But yeah, so that's my stance on that. Other than that, like if an opportunity came up, maybe. I'm not entirely opposed to the idea. I just don't really go out of my way to, because again, I'm a hermit, and I also am so used to just working by myself. But yeah, if I was asked, I would go join in. Do you think the Fall of Mistral will become real like Beacon, or will it turn against other kingdoms and unite with Salem? I have absolute. I don't know, because it makes sense. Like all 4 kingdoms have to fall, and then to get the relics together. Like that's logically that would make sense. Like Digimon would do that, but I don't know if RWBY would do that. Damn it, Zeno. We've talked about this. I don't watch that guy. Floof Artist Vids, he makes good stuff. Like the 2 fixing RWBY is Broken videos he's made were really well done. And he comments a lot on my stuff, which is pretty cool. I don't see, Mindy. I wouldn't agree. I don't know how much I agree with that, because yeah, RWBY and RWBY are kind of but Camp is still for the most part enjoyable, and I'm kind of hoping for Genlock. We'll see. Do I think Salem is a Grimm? I think she's Grimm-like. She's definitely not human. But I don't really know what I don't really know what she is. She's clearly some kind of demonic being. And as I've already established, she is demonic Virginia Madsen from Dune. Because I can't believe I nailed that early. I don't know who either of those 2 people are. Intratech. Sorry. Do I watch Game of Thrones? Not as much as I used to. I keep up with what's going on in the show, but I don't particularly care all that much. If they do continue RWBY after Salem, that would be a huge miss sight. Once Salem dies, the show should be over. Yeah, I mean, obviously Camp people have their issues with it. Obviously, there's a lot of offensive humor into it. I like offensive humor. Like, there's a show called Generation Kill that is one of the most offensive things out there, but it's also one of the fucking funniest things out there. Murder of Birds. What do I think of him? Okay, so the short answer, you can't trust somebody who's that hyperactive all the time and happy all the time, because something's clearly wrong. Long answer, I have a Murder of Birds story. Who wants to hear it? It's from RTX, this most recent RTX. They've been saying that pretty much from the beginning, J-Bud. They've been saying that 20 plus seasons. Okay, so it's the last day of RTX 2017, and I was a Guardian. My room was done for the weekend, but I was helping out over at the convention center. I was at the RT documentary panel. And they were showing off the documentary. I don't know how many of you guys are first members and see the documentaries, but they were showing off the documentaries where Gus goes to a bunch of different conventions, like Abraham Lincoln and the Furry Convention and stuff like that. And they were showing it, and there was like a movie screening. The lights were off. It was just the projector on. They were showing it, and I was sitting in the back. Hello, Caleb. Thanks for jumping in. I'm telling a Murder of Birds story. So I'm in this room, and I'm watching the documentary, and I see a guy come in, and it's Murder of Birds. It's very clearly him. It's like, oh, hey, it's that guy. And he starts going down the row a bit, and then he takes his phone out of his pocket, and he turns on his light, and he starts flashing it around the room. Now, when I say light, I'm not talking like an average cell phone light, like, dimly lit, kind of looking around. I'm talking like a fucking car high beam kind of light. Like, waving around, I'm like, as somebody who goes to the movies a lot, it fucking drove me insane. Like, you would not go into a dark movie theater and start shining a light in people's faces, and you wouldn't do that here. And then he turns around and he flashes it in my eyes, and I'm like, oh dear God, why is this happening to me? Why? And he comes over to me, he's like, hey, do you know if, and just casual as can be, he's like, hey, do you know if what is it? The VIP seat. Was it VIP? You think I remember this since I was directing seats all weekend, but yeah, you know what the VIP seats are if they're full. And I am sitting here and I am trying my damnedest to be nice to this guy after I've just seen him commit a huge movie theater offense. And I'm like, I don't know, you have to look. Just please don't flash that light around. And he turns it off and he looks around a bit and then he just walks out. And it's just like, what the fuck just happened? So yeah, that might not seem like much of a story, but like again, I go to the movies a lot, and is Arnold even aware? I don't know. I don't know if he was, because I have to assume that he would know better, but who knows? But yeah, that was my one major interaction with him was him doing that, and it just drove me fucking crazy. Don't flash a light around when people are watching something like a movie or anything. Just don't do that. You know, like use the screen to see your way around, but don't fucking ruin everybody else's time with it. He may or may not. He may not. Has he told that story? Because if he did, then I'm not sorry if I came off as kind of rude because you were about to be a major disruption. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe he just wasn't aware. I don't know, but that just drove me up a fucking wall when he did that. Used the channel's excuse to rewatch RWB, potentially stopping over the main reconstruction death. Oh, fuck him, if he actually was, because that was the best season. You have a question? Oh, Floof Artist, hello. Yeah, go for it. The Ilya character short, I like Ilya's backstory. I think it was something that the show desperately needed. Was it too little too late? That your mileage may vary on that. I think the story's good. Animation-wise, it's a hot mess, but I'm sure you're already well aware of that. I mean, the Blake stuff in Menagerie was kind of the weakest part, but the strongest part was just Ilya, partially because of how it was written and and also partially because of Cherami Leigh is a fucking voice acting boss. Like, I mean, I love her. I'm sad that she's in this, but I love her to death, and I'll gladly watch anything she's in. Do you think Blake will ever get her own song? From Shadows was her song. Do you mean like a follow-up song, like Red Like Roses Part 2 and every single one of Weiss's songs past the first one? The way I see it, if they gave Red Like Roses a Part 2 and Mirror Mirror Part 2, they're probably going to give From Shadows a Part 2 eventually. Weiss has a lot of great... Weiss went from having the least amount of songs to the most, and I love all of them, including This Life Is Mine, which I didn't think I was going to. That was Adam's song? Who said that? Did Jeff say that? The best arc he can do with RWBY is remake and start fresh. Yeah, Zeno, we've talked about this at length, so I know. They used Ren for an upskirt joke when Monty said that RWBY wouldn't do panty shots or anything. Sorry. Yeah, that joke came out of nowhere and was, like, fucking stupid. Yeah. But again, even when Monty was alive, there were kind of not so much upskirt shots as just, like, very... like, what comes to mind is... I'm uglier than the Hound. Thank you. What comes to mind is the cafeteria fight scene when Ren's peeking up Yang's skirt. Like, that immediately comes to mind. And Monty was obviously still alive at that point, so... It's a song about the White Fang, but it isn't too. Yeah, I mean... yeah, but I think Blake probably could use a new song. I think they're going to, eventually. I mean, if they did it for Weiss, then it wouldn't make sense to just stop with part 2s for 2 of the songs and not for the other 2. You know? So... oh, yeah. Shit, I forgot. Hang on, I probably should just link this. Or, I don't know how long this is going to go for. I don't particularly care. We're just going to have fun. We got LMFN. I don't know what that is. Have I played Titanfall 2? I haven't played Titanfall 1. My playing games is not as much. I've been playing a lot of Overwatch lately, though. Anyway, I'm peeved there's a disconnect between staff who work on RWBY. Jeff say the song lyrics mean nothing. Meanwhile, Lindsay says the lyrics mean things in story. Like Morning Falls Night. You ever seen... never seen Death Note. Neither the original or the new one. Floof Artist, I'm going to tell you another story. So... a couple times I've gone into Beverly, Massachusetts to play board games. Overwatch main. My main right now is Junkrat. Well, actually, he's been my main for a while now. Is Season 14 worse than Season 9? But anyway, back to the story. I go to play board games sometimes, and one of the people I've gone to play board game is somebody who worked on the soundtracks with Jeff. In fact, if you look in the credits for Volume 3, you will see his name as one of the song as one of the composers on the Volume 3 orchestral score. I'm not gonna say which one, just because, like, you know, if something gets, I kind of use him as a contact a little bit, and I don't necessarily want to throw him under the bus because he's a cool guy. But the first time I ever hung out with him, and he told me that he worked with Jeff. We had a very long conversation about how the songs of RWBY basically tell the story. So I don't know if something changed. I don't know if Jeff just doesn't care anymore. I don't know what's going on. Have I seen Gravity Falls? No. Did the season finale of 13 surprise you about what happened at the end of RWBY? Season finale of 13 made me angry. I've never made that a secret. Season 13 is going to be a two-parter, yes. I've said that a few times. Yeah, I mean, Monty and Jeff, I think, just had an idea. Honestly, new gamers, I don't think Jeff wants to work there. I'll be perfectly honest with you. From the few interactions I've had with him, I get the feeling he's perfectly fine where he is. I care about the stories of the songs more than in the in-world stories are scripted. It makes sense. Any reason you give for not quitting on watching the show? Commitment, loyalty, I want to see how it ends, shit like that. 343 Industries Halo games. I only played a little bit of 4, but the 4, what I played of it was pretty good. Never played 5, but I heard a lot of negative on that one. Same with the Halo 2 remake. So I don't really know. I don't know. They had a strong opening. I don't know why they can't really keep it going. Should we make Miles and Carrie achievement hunters instead of writer? Wasn't Carrie already with Achievement Hunter for a long time? Or, like, he helped edit and stuff? When you talk about the map for RWBY, it reminds me of the joke from PBG Hardcore, who needs a map? I don't know what that is, but the map was a stupid thing, and they made it a funny running gag for my videos, so, The Act Man's video of Halo 5. You're going to have to put that in a comment in a video for me so I can check it out, because I'm probably not going to remember that. I don't hate John, but the story keeps trying to build him up, and it's amounted to nothing, basically. Then again, RWBY having a good payoff is kind of rare now. True. Bernie should just write everything forever. What is Bernie even writing these days? Does he do... I mean, I know he's working on stuff. Is it just like Laser Team and stuff like that? Or is he... I don't watch the podcast anymore just because they put out so many of them now, and I just kind of lost track. So... if you can hear the little kids yelling out there, I'm sorry. Actually, fun fact, when I was recording the finale video, they were screaming next door, like bloody fucking murder. Like, I'm in the middle of a take and suddenly I hear screaming, and I'm just like, I'm about to go over there and drown those fucking kids. Like, I was livid. I agree with your idea that Oscar should have been kept out of Volume 4, merely hinted at in the post-credits sequence. What role do you think he's going to play in the next volume? My guess right now is that he is going to try to appeal to the headmaster of Mistral and probably get laughed at, and then he's going to reveal some kind of hidden talent against Watts. I don't know, something like that. Have I played Dark Souls? No, but I've seen my friends play it. On the podcast, he talked about maybe getting back into writing, but it doesn't seem he's doing anything major outside of company exec stuff. Well, there you go then. I mean, when you're a writer, you're pretty much always a writer. Like, there's no real point in taking any of it off, I guess. I don't know. Like, I feel like a real writer just never stops. Hence why Stephen King's still going. I second that. Just the amount of speculation who this kid is would be nuts. Yeah, no, like, that would have been way better. Like, once the volume was done and we got Oscar's story for it, I'm like, this would have worked so much better if you had just kept the stinger and left everything in Volume 5. Because the first scene he's in Volume 4 is fucking stupid. My favorite RT employee, I've always kind of been madly in love with Barbara. Does that count? Let's see. The state of writing in RWBY, is there a writer that you would prefer? Bernie? No, for writing RWBY, I mean, I'll do it. Shit, fuck it, why not? Get Celtic to do it. That guy sounds like he's got a lot of really good ideas. Would RWBY 14 be a two-parter? I'm going to try to keep it a one-parter, but we'll see. Predictions, 2.5 story arcs, maybe. Predictions, Watts will be the main villain. That one kind of seems obvious. Someone might die? I don't know. Or at the very least, he's going to become very close to dying. Yang's probably going to meet up with RWBY. Weiss may meet up with RWBY? I don't know. That one I'm not sure on. Blake is probably either going to get the white thing back or, like, it's going to be a trap and she's going to get fucked up. Off the top of my head, those are my predictions right now. Sorry, I think I'm talking too much and I'm starting to get, like, some reflux. Whenever RWBY episode comes out, I don't see a lot of people criticizing their respective shows. I think it's like Rooster Teeth just has a lot of fanboys. Do you think the people in charge of the shows are in too much of an echo chamber to improve? It would definitely seem that, although I hope that's not the case. I hope someone's at least taking consideration. In charge. I personally like Karen Travis, so busy to even do any contracts. I don't know who Karen Travis is, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. What's the risk of making a Rant RWBY video where it comes to... Oh, God, I don't want to talk about them. Fuck them. They'll just retcon Volume 4 and Volume 5. Fuck that. Dude, that's the problem. The retcons make the show unwatchable. Is it bad that sometimes when I find people who like RWBY, I feel like showing them the letter? I mean, you can. I mean, like, you still like RWBY, that's one thing. Just at least acknowledge that things are, you know, fucked up. John or however you say his name will save them. John, okay. Summer Rose. If Summer Rose, we were talking about this in the test stream the other night. If Summer Rose shows up in Yang's flashback, that would be fucking great. Or whatever they do for her trailer. Hazel, the main villain of Volume 6. If we're going by this theme of one of them is the villain every volume, possibly. Yeah, if they had a lot more time working with RWBY, they could probably improve on it a bit. Yeah, it's great they admitted it. What are they going to do about it? I mean, I know the first step to admitting a problem is to solving a problem is admitting there is one, but like, how are they going to solve it? Roman? Well, my thoughts on Roman. Yeah, I never really talked about my thoughts on Roman. As like, his character in general is fun. Like, I always love it when he's on screen because Gray's just so charismatic with it. He never really had a point. I mean, yeah, he was orchestrating the White Fang and the Grim Attack, but like, other than that, like, he always seemed very minor. Like, and when he showed up in Volume 3, it was just like, well, you're obviously gonna die because you have no purpose here anymore. Let's see. Yeah, they do that a lot with intros. They have shit in it that never happens. Like, remember when Weiss was gonna fight Emerald twice? The author that worked on Halo, Gears... does she write the books? Oh, okay. Shit, okay, well, yeah, if they can get her, sure. I Want Coffee for Volume 5. Yeah, as broken as Coffee is, I do like them. See, I don't think Sun was always like that, is the thing. Like, he was always an idiot, but again, like, you could tell he was coming from a good place before. Like, he genuinely wanted to help. Now, it seems very stalkerish this time around, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, well, Watts is too good to die at John's hand. Yeah, they cut them around because people liked him, because Gray was so good voicing him, yeah. A lot of Cobb talk. The kid needs psychiatric help. There's nothing I can do about him. Oh, have Dijon die at Watts' hand. That'd be fucking great. Thoughts on Emerald? I think she might redeem herself. I think Emerald will get some kind of redemption. I mean, of the three, she probably deserves it more than fucking Cinder does. Yeah, they never did anything with Team Cardinal, did they? Which is a shame, because he probably would have been great. Oh, shit. Yeah, how did he... So when Blake took off her bow at the fountain at night when nobody was around, how did he find her? That's a good point. Yeah. Okay, I'll concede that. Like, again, I said in the video, you don't need Sun for this volume. Coke or Pepsi? Neither. I'm a water guy. And sometimes lemonade. Let's see. I worry that the writers might forget to let Ranger really address the reveal they learned this volume. Apparently, the fate of all creation is at stake. I mean, they kind of forgot about it after that reveal. Like, they're kind of just doing whatever with it. Yeah, Ruby Chibi's greatest strength is also its greatest weakness. It's fan service top to bottom. Yeah, that I can agree with that. Just bring Rowan back, and yeah, I can see why. Yeah, I think I don't know. They with the dead protagonist, I can see coming back. The dead antagonist, probably not. Yeah, I do think that they should stop making. Well, the character shorts, I don't really know why they're doing them. I don't know why they're doing off why they did Ruby's last year and then 3 this row. Why didn't you just do 1 for every season coming up? I mean, if you're gonna do it. RWBY Animo. Don't think I have. Guilds would have been better than academies in RWBY. So kind of like so J80 Car. I guess that's Joker. Are you talking like something like Fairy Tale? Because if so, that might be interesting. Yeah. As the reason for Sun to be there, small surrogate for the audience, person that gets things explained to. The problem with that is that Sun should already know about Menagerie and the White Fang and all of that because he's a Faunus. So it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Let's see, Tom. Yeah, Caleb. Yeah, I watched up to. I watched. Let's see. I was halfway through the Horatio Say's arc, and then I stopped because I was watching it with my girlfriend at the time, and then we kind of ended things, and I just never really went back to it. It was kind of our thing, you know. Where was I again? Yeah, the Chibi episodes feel the same regardless of who's writing it, so I don't really understand the point. Like, whatever it matters. If Salem killed Summer, I don't think that's the case, honestly. Animation being picked up during Yang's short. I don't know, maybe. I guess it depends on what they do for Yang's, because unless she gets into, I don't know. Going along with the Advent Children stuff, maybe she'll have a motorcycle battle. Why not? RWBY Abridged? No, I have not. The only abridged series I watch regularly are SAO Abridged and Abridged on Titan, which is no longer going. Do I find any fanfiction of RWBY and of RWBY enjoy? RWBY not so much. I don't really read any RWBY fics. RWBY, there's some decent fics. Okay, there's a very good fic I've read actually. There's a story out there that actually paint the Grimm as a legitimate threat, and most of the story is them bunkered down in this walled up village, basically surrounded by Grimm, and they're like breaking through, and it's a really suspenseful thing, and it makes the Grimm a legitimate threat, and it's awesome. The downside of it is that, or for many people, is that it's a Blake and Jean fic. But in the writer's defense, it's a very well written Blake and Jean fic. So take of that what you will. Let's see. Sienna Khan appear in Volume 5? Possibly. Do I think it's male or female? Male. Absolutely male. What will they do? Be menacing, maybe listen to Blake, and then probably get killed if they're really going with this coup thing. How many more minor characters will we see in Volume 4 we will never see again? Probably 1 million. They've already said they have a lot of characters planned for next volume. Blake short animation, well, yeah. Letters. The ladders are actually missing. Oh, wait, ladders are missing steps they didn't fix in the Blake short. Really? How do you notice that? What the fuck? Would you be down for an RWBY and RWBY crossover? I don't see how that would work, no. Let's see. Why in terms of why did they go after that guy? Probably because his name was in the files that they pulled up. Let's see. Casual viewer won't watch the character shorts of World of Remnants, so why work their animators even more? Yeah, I mean, that's obviously why the World of Remnants are not on YouTube. See, Volume 5 prediction. The same Volume 4 filler then poorly sets up for Volume 6, which is when things will actually happen. Yeah, the thought has crossed my mind that that's what they're gonna do. Let's see. It's strange how they acknowledge they have too many characters, yet they still put in more characters. I know. What the fuck is going on? They don't even do anything with the characters. Let's see. Let's see. Why are they going after the guy when the goal is to take back the White Fang? Maybe he's a... I don't know. Considering that Ilya went out of her way to protect him, maybe he's a high-ranking White Fang member. But then again, you think he'd have a better weapon. I don't know. Like, why? It's up in the air why Ilya would... Because, like, why would Ilya protect someone who's too low on the ladder to matter, you know? Like, that's my way of thinking about it. Let's see. Writing drunk. Well, you know what they say, write drunk, edit sober. Unfortunately, I don't think they edit sober. Speaking of too many characters, is Tyrion going to be a worthwhile investment as a recurring villain? Should he be killed off? I don't see them killing him off unless fan backlash is just that bad. I think Team Witch, as we're calling them, is here to stay for at least for a while, but we'll see. Do I remember the name? I don't remember off the top of my head, but I can look it up. Hold on. Hold on, Anderson person, sir. Let's see. No, here's the thing, hockey fan. I think they legitimately think they're writing something decent. Or at least they legitimately want to write something decent. There's like just a disconnect there. Let's see. I hope the coup is a ploy. This video kind of proved that it wasn't a ploy. Like, they're actually legit about it. See, I wish they had more faunus variety. Maybe they will. Let's see. Yeah, Ilya should absolutely be fired with artists. That's what I said in the video, yeah. Ivan, you are on a whole different plane of existence, I feel, in this conversation, my friend. Okay, for Anderson, you asked about that fic. It's called One Good Turn Deserves Another. So, make of that as you will. Again, very well written fic. So, make of it as you will. I might actually post it in the when this video goes live. I might post it in the description. So who knows? People want to read it. Recently, I saw the Crunchyroll Q&A with Miles Carey and Gray. They regret making so faunus get only one trait. In hindsight, that's the one thing they regret. Fanfic Blood Rose. No, I have not. Wait, let's see. Funding fan-made picture where Osmond asked Ironwear if there are any more soldiers they could use, and there's a picture of the Reds and Blues. I was like, now we're doomed anyway. If you could find that picture, and when this video goes live, put it in the comments. That'd be fucking funny. RWBY manga. I need to read that, because from what I hear, it's actually pretty good. So I hear, anyway. That fit. We talk about Blood Rose or the one that I talked about, Commander Pill? So you wish they spent more time building relationships in Team RWBY? Yeah, I wish I had too. Yeah. Doesn't RWBY ask what dust is in the show? Isn't that what the whole point of episode 2 was? I don't know. Toddler. Oh, Baby Weiss. Oh God, I would love to see Baby Weiss. That would be adorable. Let's see. Is it called Resurgence? That's the only thing I can pull out of whatever that word is. Let's see. I'm waiting for the one day someone brings up the letter at Q&A and no negative questions. Yeah, I don't think if they haven't brought up the letter by now, they're never going to. I don't like to watch Q&As because they just annoy me. Tyrion's going to put gun in his tail. Well, I mean, if you watched a comic get killed, that's not unlikely. Strongest member of Team RWBY? Probably Yang, I would imagine. Chapter 1 of the manga is available on Viz Media. Oh, I'll have to take a look at that. I think Stark will reunite. One's dead, one's missing, one's kind of useless, and one's with the group. Maybe? I don't know. If Tyen ever gets off his ass. The one I'm talking about? Oh, so you know that author, Commander Pill? Okay. I haven't read it. I don't think I've read any of the other stuff. But yeah, it's a good fic. I like it a lot. That writer has chops. Volume 5, I spent a lot of time Jean training with Crow and Oscar. Oh, fuck that. And meeting Pyrrha's parents. No, they would not animate Pyrrha's parents. That's too much for them. But if that's the case, fuck you. I don't care about fucking Jean. I don't care. The Session. Never heard of it. I admittedly don't read much manga. I'm going to be completely honest with you on that one. Yeah. I kind of want to read the Akame ga Kill manga because I'm working my way through the show right now. And yeah, that show is not a well-written show, but god damn it, it's fun. Why is 13 two-parter? Because there's just so much to talk about in 13 that I kind of have to make it a two-parter, otherwise it's going to be like an hour-long video. Plus, when I do my own story, because I'm putting my own story in it as well, that I've been leading up to with the singer of seasons 11 and 12 and 10, that's also going to take up time. Stark miniseries from the past. I would fucking love that. The beach episode between Volume 2 and 3. Oh, I've heard about... Oh, the Session is a RWBY thing? Okay, yeah, no, I heard something about a beach episode in the manga, which is fucking weird. Alright, just pasta awesome. Have a good one. Mindy, have a good one. The thought about the White Fang Coup in Mistral, I don't know if it's in Mistral, but the White Fang Coup in general is fucking stupid. Yeah. Honestly, Kosif, if they ever bring up the fact that Pierre's weaponry is now in Jean's armor, I think they would probably be like, well, it's what she would have wanted. They're gonna blow it off. I can't see them not doing that. Ivan, you are on a very weird plane of existence compared to the rest of us, my friend. I don't know where you are right now. Let's see, I asked M&K about Jean obtaining Pierre's weapons after the fall of Beacon. Oh, where'd you ask them that, Floof? Croatia. Oh, well, that explains everything then. The roses around Ruby just part of her semblance or her character? I assume her semblance. RTX, the first RWBY panel. Oh, you were at the first RWBY panel. I actually made it to the second panel. I left before the Q&A, though, because I had to get back. But, yeah. Yeah, okay. That makes sense, then. Ruby to Pierre's parents. Yeah, she's died. She'll always be a part of me because, I kind of healed some of her ashes. Commander Pill, you stole that from that comic of Dumb Ruby. Yeah. So, Caleb, you say that, and I have to ask a legitimate question. Did Jess Negri, Kay Newville, and Yuri Lowenthal still get paid for this volume? I'm not saying, by the way, I'm not calling him a thief like as a negative thing, but I understood that reference. I assume Ty has a weapon. I wouldn't see why he wouldn't. Maybe he hasn't used it in a while, but a lot of people don't notice that jacket that Yang wore at home is with Tai Yang's emblem. Do you think that's a nice touch? Oh, is it really? Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, voice acting is a job. Katie had one line, Jessica had one word, and Yuri had a grunt. Actually, from what I heard, Yuri Lowenthal was actually kind of pissed off that he didn't get any lines this volume. Miles' answer was Pierre had extra sets of armor, which means Jean sneaked across Grim infested to... What the fuck? And Carrie says Crow jumped up the tower on the way to get Ruby, picked up the remaining bits of Pierre stuff. Okay, Carrie's answer is stupid. Miles' answer is has a lot of badly suggested undertones. Least favorite character in RWBY? At this stage, honestly, I'd probably say Neo. I don't like a character that can't take a hit. Maybe Ty has a scythe, then well, if Ty had a scythe, then why would Crow be the one training her? Alright. Mark Hamill got paid more than Yuri, Kay, and Jessica. He didn't even have any lines. He wasn't even a part of the show, yeah. The text black now? I didn't change anything in the text on this end, so I have no idea. Large scale battle between Atlas and White Fang. I don't know. By the way, if you hear a noise, I'm accidentally fucking around with the metal thing under my desk with my foot. When did Yuri get pissed? I heard it was like in a Reddit AMA he did. Somebody brought it up and he said he wasn't that happy that he didn't get a whole lot of lines this volume. I don't remember where the AMA is. You probably just look it up on if they're Reddit, I guess. Let's see. Zeno, we've talked about this. They're not going to fall apart. It's just not going to happen. How in world does Crow's semblance work? Oh, that's the mystery of the ages. Neo's coming back in Volume 5? Probably. Dun dun dun. Junior is the main villain of RWBY. Salem is just a ploy. God damn it. He's figured it out, everybody. What do you think Neo will do? Neo will fight them, not get hit, and then RWBY will win through Deus Ex Machina. Because that's kind of par for the course. RWBY is canon to the Game of Thrones. What? Where the fuck is that from? Yeah. Oh God, yeah. They didn't even mention Faunus in that story. In Crow's story about the gods, they didn't even mention Faunus. Shit. That's a good point. Oh, damn it. I think somebody needs to complain. Let's see. RWBY's lore is a little bit confusing. RWBY's lore is a lot bit confusing. Floof. Yeah, if Jean becomes all four mains, wields all four relics, gains silver eyes, and descend from the King of Vale, I think we might have to kill Miles Luna. Do you think a Neo revenge plot for Roman will help her character, do you? Actually, probably. Yeah, if Neo decided, like, she was on some kind of revenge warpath, yeah, that could work. Do I like Crow or Weiss more? I love Weiss. I really love Weiss. You know, I wish she was treated better. Yeah. I have no idea what happened then, New Gamer. Like, the Faunus is like, that is a very good point. They never bring that up about the Faunus, and it's something they probably should. Honestly, I tried to play Grim Eclipse when it fully updated, but my internet cut out and I never finished it. So I don't really know anything about Merlot, other than apparently his motivation makes 0 sense. So. All right, Zeno, I'll talk to you later, buddy. Yeah, again, more Team Coffee. Would love them. Here's the thing. I actually kind of want to do a stream where I play Grim Eclipse with subscribers. That's something I love to do. Although somebody else would have to do the stream because, as we've clearly proven, I cannot handle a stream to save my life. But, yeah, that would be fun to do. Actually, I should probably plug this into my phone because I don't know how much battery I have left. So I should probably plug this in right now. Let's see. Oh, fuck. Let me try to maneuver that. Okay. Neo will be the LGBT character. Maybe. We'll see. Who knows? Faunus would be superior to humans. I mean, with their skills and abilities, probably. Yang was Tucker's daughter. That would be interesting if true. I don't know how they'd make that work. 0 cents motivation for a villain, nothing new for a team. No, that's not entirely true, Commander, because the director had good motivation. Meta had good motivation. Like, Wyoming had decent motivation. Even Omega, for all his faults, had good motivation. Merlot was responsible for Mountain Glen? I thought Mountain Glen just got overrun by Grimm. That doesn't make any sense. Bye, Ivan. Enjoy your grannies, you weird motherfucker. XCOM. The only thing I don't know much about XCOM. All I know is that Spoonie considers XCOM 2 to be a betrayal. That's all I know. It's an RTS, right? I'm pretty sure it's an RTS. The Q&A said they didn't want Faunus to be full Khajiits from Elder Scrolls. God, there's so many things I haven't played. So I don't know how bad the Khajiits were, but what are your thoughts on some of the things that never got resolved, like Tuxin being a thing? Yeah, that kind of annoyed me. We know what the biggest thing that always annoyed me. What the fuck was Third Crusade? That will never not annoy me if they never followed up with that. If they incorporate Grim Eclipse in, then fine. Predictions for the next major plot point to be completely abandoned. Well, they've already kind of abandoned Volume 3. If they abandon the relics after all of that, then I'm gonna kill them. Just to put it lightly. Yeah, basically that. Celtic Summit. Wait, Celtic Phoenix is in here? Oh, shit, dude. How you doing? How you doing, my man? Having a good one, I hope? Let's see. Outside of RWBY and RWB, what other franchises do you like to watch or read? Let's see. What else do I watch these days? Carmilla was a big thing that I was really into. I'm actually really excited for the movie coming out. Rooster Teeth stuff. I need to finish Day 5. I really need to finish Day 5. I've just been so behind on it, and I don't know why I have. But yeah, I don't watch too much TV these days, honestly. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I try to tune into your guys' stuff when I can. I haven't watched your Blake trailer yet. I've had a very busy weekend. I'm gonna probably do it later tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, and I actually need to watch your guys' episodes 10 and 12 stuff too. But yeah, no, you guys do some fucking great work. Oh, yeah, Mike's fine, man. Oh, well, Mike problems happen. It's all right. Yeah, I actually just went out and bought a huge tech thing that I didn't even end up fucking using because I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Let's see. The Relics Infinity Stones from Marvel. Makes sense. Yeah. The Chairman. Still biggest waste of potential that RWB ever had. Since we're going to be in Mistral, we're going to see Thieves in the Black Market. I mean, it would be great if they incorporated that in. Actually, they might have a chance to incorporate that in now. I don't know if they will, but they have a good chance right now. I like Lopez. I kind of wish they, because all these years he still speaks Spanish. It's still kind of weird to me. I don't know. I mean, yeah, for the sake of humor, it's fine. Although that's one thing people don't get whenever I talk shit, like whenever I bring up criticism points in old RWB. A lot of that I just kind of play it for laughs. I mean, they're interesting stuff to bring up, but like for the most part, it's like, well, you don't really take that bit seriously. But yeah, I mean, Lopez speaking English probably should have happened. Realistically, should have happened at some point. The first part of the recent video. Any thoughts about ships or LGBT representation in RWBY that didn't make it in the video? That was the bit that I had to work on writing the most, because it's one of those things like, if you word this wrong, you're fucked. So that was the part that that was the part of the script that I was agonizing over for like days and days. Like, how am I going to write this properly? And I think I did okay with this. Because, like, again, you see, the thing is, I hang out with, my friends that I hang out with, one is bi, another's bi, one is gay. So I hear about this constantly. And, like, they show me all the things, word it wrong in your... Yeah, exactly. White Rose is best. I won't lie. I wouldn't mind. White Rose is a good one. But yeah, no, it's one of those things where it's just like, when you hear about it and you see it, and like all last year when you saw like what happened with the 100, what they did with Flexa, when you hear about what's that show, the Sleepy Hollow show, when they killed off the lead female who was black. You know, you hear about all of that all the time. Like, it was a huge thing last year, and you see it, and you're like, this is kind of fucked up. how they're doing this. So yeah, when people complain about it, it's like, well, do you see what they're dealing with? Like, this is not good. It's not good. So that's why I don't begrudge people who argue for representation, because, like, you know what? Go for it. You deserve it. Yeah, so, like, it's not even a shipping thing. Like, it's just, like, a people thing. That's what I'm trying to get across. Buffers during the stream? Oh, I hope nothing's going on with the stream. I don't know. Comments are still coming in, so I think everything's still okay. They killed her off. Oh, are you not caught up at the 100? Oh, that was 2 seasons ago at this point. So, yeah, I never watched Sleepy Hollow. I just heard about it. You know, because I am on Tumblr. I mean, I don't really get into the arguments of Tumblr, but I'm still on there because that's kind of where I rough draft my script. Okay. Yeah, it might be my internet. I don't know. I'm probably not going to be in this place much longer. So maybe internet stuff is kind of wonky right now. But yeah. How to make RWB grow? I think RWB's kind of hit its point at this point. I mean, from what I heard of 15, all I've heard about 15 this year is maybe just be like, why is this show still going? Watch Fairy Tale. Oh God, Brotherhood. I started watching Brotherhood when the dub was still being worked on, and because I was done before the dub was done. I never finished it, and I need to because Fullmetal Alchemist is amazing in general. Yeah. RWB should have absolutely stopped at 10 seasons. It should have... Yeah, I mean, you could definitely make the argument it could have stopped at 5 seasons. I mean, the way they ended season 5, you could have ended it right there and you would have lost nothing. The fact that they kept going in for next 5 years... Well, 4 in my opinion. The next 4 years, and 4 plus 1 years, they still made a great story out of it is impressive. That said, 10 was absolutely the point where they should be like, okay, we're done. Yeah. I had so many problems with 13. Yeah. RWBY will be another RWB then. Well, RWBY's already kind of in trouble. Locust Redemption Arc. Fuck that noise. Donut should get more attention. He's pretty much the most neglected RWB character. Yeah. The fact that they keep killing him is also kind of a thing. Yeah, from what I hear about the writer for 15, it was just like another... He used a lot of... It was way too many movie references for no reason. Is one thing. The sorry for the shit certain group gives you and everyone else, you should probably not come into it and yell how bad it is. Oh, it's fine. I mean, listen, here's the thing. I've been doing YouTube for a very, very, very long time. So if I haven't had it developed a thick enough skin by now, I never will. So that kind of stuff doesn't really bother me. So it's fine. Donut should stay dead. Yeah, because it made the entire end of Season 7 completely pointless when they brought Donut back. And that ending of Recreation was fucking great. Volume 487, we haven't gotten to Salem's even Castle Doom yet. Oh, fuck that. Yeah. Taken level... Celtic, yeah. No, yeah, that... yeah. Like, Celtic, I already said this before, but, like, Salem dies, that should be the end of the show. Like, if they pull out another big bad, then that's just... I will be so mad. Should RWB kill Sarge? You know, for as much as I complain about Sarge, I honestly probably would not kill him off. I like Sharfakes too, and I really wish they had done something more with him, yeah. Is there any of your works you have done? I have written for the Slenderman mythos. I was one of the early writers for that. And I've dabbled in fanfiction here and there. I've had my links been around. You can probably look for it. None of my shit is good anymore. I've actually been heavily thinking about rewriting a lot of that stuff. And I'm also working on stuff that I hope to publish. I've got one trilogy that I've been working on since high school, another one I've been working on since college. I'm probably going to rewrite the Slenderman Mythos one and publish that. So I'm really, now that RWBY's over, I haven't had such a big writing bug that I'm probably just going to dive right in and get this thing done and get something out because I really want to. Bad movie references. Okay, yeah. Let's see. What's your opinion on RWBY 14? Some sketches were good, some sketches were bad, and there were some meh sketches as well. Hated the counselor. They just didn't do anything with the counselor. Well, Celtic, I'm not, I mean, Lord knows I'm thinking about it. I mean, I'm not explicit. Oh, wait, you're talking about fanfiction. No, I haven't done a fanfiction yet. When I publish, though, I plan to have a good amount of LGBT characters. Because, again, they need representation, and I am perfectly happy giving them. The trilogy about, the one that I've been working on since high school is about aliens. The one I've been working on since college is about psychics. I don't really consider myself a sci-fi writer, but I guess that's kind of what I am. Yeah. Oh yeah, Celtic writes fics. I haven't even looked at them yet. I've heard about them, but I haven't looked at them. The theory that maybe Salem is Summer Rose. I don't know how much stock there is to it. But then again, I don't know if we ever saw Summer's body, so. I would have liked the Mercs better if the ending hadn't been completely pointless. So. Blake trailer all about that lesbian tension, though. I mean, you're not wrong. RWBY and the Chief. I watched RWBY and the Chief for the first 3.5 seasons. I stopped when they started introducing Mario characters. Do not get me started on Armor Lock. We'll be here all night. Madoka. Okay, so Madoka I haven't watched yet, but my podcast mate Andy has a plan to get me to watch it, and I think he wants to get my live reaction of it, and he'd do something with that. So eventually that's going to be a thing. LWA, I'm guessing that's Little Witch Academia. Have not checked that out, although I've heard great things about it. Will I do a RWBY 14 review? Abso-freaking-lutely I will. The Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. I'm not a huge fight gamer, so it doesn't really matter to me all that much. Although I kind of hope they just put in more than just RWBY. Let's see. If they do like Red Team as characters, well, the Reds already are kind of main characters, but I don't think Caboose would be a former freelancer. Yeah. Watch it after Madoka for reasons that make you emotionally. Yeah, I've heard Madoka's a trip. Although after the experience I had with Evangelion, I'm hoping I can kind of take it. Because I watched so my Evangelion story, I watched Evangelion 4 years ago at this point, and I went into it completely blind. Nobody told me what happens in it. Like, all I knew was that it was a really well-recommended, highly recommended anime, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot. And it was great, and then it wasn't, and then I drank my brains out, and that's my Evangelion story. Am I still doing RWBY 13? Absolutely I am. I'm definitely gonna. Is there gonna be a Camp Season 2 review? I might do a discussion on Camp Season 2. I don't know if it'll be a full review. My Hero Academia, I've been getting plenty of recommendations from that from my podcast mates, yeah. I've yet to watch Ava. Listen, it's absolutely a must-watch. It has its problems, absolutely does, and I don't agree necessarily with the messages it puts out, but I will never deny, despite the psychological trauma it caused me, that it is an incredibly influential show. So, plus Asuka's awesome. So, and Ray, but I like Asuka better. Jean will take over Volume 5. Kind of already happening. RWBY the Chief's still going? Oh my God! How is Digital Fear not ended it yet? Let's see. Does Salem have plans for the RWBY team? I don't even know how much she's aware of the RWBY team. Like, she obviously is aware of RWBY, but does she know about Weiss, Blake, and Yang? Like, it's so not clear what people know in this. How much people know about in this show, even like the people who are like supposed to know everything. So. Why are they always yelling next door? Oh my God. Is preventing them from reading. RWBY game. There is an RWBY game. It's called Halo. Silver Eye Warriors would be great if we'd actually seen that this volume. I don't know why they didn't even consider doing that for... I mean, the Knuckle of V basically set it up as a great opportunity. Salem being easy villain to fight. I mean, it depends on a lot of factors, I think. But if she does go down in an instant, that would be a complete waste of show. for Japanese media or American media. Okay, so I prefer dubs for no reason other than I don't like reading subtitles while I'm watching things. That said, there are some things that I love sub, like Anohana subbed is fucking great. But yeah. Any thoughts on the It remake? Caleb, I just recorded a podcast on Wrong Reel on the Wrong Reel podcast talking about the It movie. It should be up sometime this weekend. I might make a video linking it, or just check out my Twitter. I'll probably reblog the shit out of it when it comes up. But yeah, no, I went into a lot of detail with it. But basically, my general thoughts: solid movie. Had some gripes about it, but it's definitely worth a watch. If I can get anyone from RT to write Genlock, anybody? Who's writing it? Is Gray writing it? Because Gray writing it, maybe, I don't know. I played Halo PC, tried to arrange RWBY role-playing. Oh, wow, that's good. That sounds like it would have been kind of fun. Yeah, I forgot Halo was on PC. Huh. Ancient Grim adapted human form, probably. Maybe that's what the Knuckle of E was trying to be also. You think Miles is going to kill off the rest of Juniper? Well, here's the thing. All the characters of Juniper are based off, lore characters that have died. Like, Pierre was based off Achilles, Ren's off Mulan, Nora's Thor, and Jean is Joan of Arc. Everyone kill each other and call each other Dick Bag. So, yeah, no, like... So, like, theoretically, they're... I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at Kelly. It's fine, man. Theoretically, they all have to die. All of Juniper. I mean, if we're going with, the lore background for those characters. But we'll see. Oh, the fucking timeline shit. Gray's the one directing Genlock. Okay. Yeah, because I don't... What are the writers... I mean, maybe they should... I mean, if they got new writers for Genlock, that'd be interesting. Because the thing is, I actually am kind of optimistic for Genlock. As weird as that sounds, even though all we've had so far is an image. Because I don't know what it's supposed to be based off of. I don't think it's supposed to be based off Ava. If it is, then, oh god, that would be odd. But yeah, like, if they got a new writer for Genlock, that'd be great. Because I don't think Miles and Carrie should do it. Let's see. RB switched to heavy serialization with comedic effects. Introspective artist. Oh. I mean, maybe I would consider going back to RB. I don't know. It's been years since I touched any of Digital Fear's stuff. Like, literal years, so. Are you looking forward to Laser Team 2? I'm curious about Laser Team 2. So that's really all I got right now. I don't think Jean is going to die. I kind of hope he does. Listen, the day they burn him at the stake will make me happy. That's all I'm saying. A lot to be optimistic with RT. There was a time where you could be optimistic with RT and it would pay off, which kind of sucks. Well, Animation Hipster, like, the thing of, I mean, there were good segments in 14. So just being head writer doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be a lot of shit segments. But, I don't know. Machinima CNP. I haven't watched a lot of Machinima. Like, back when Machinima was in its prime, I watched a lot of those shows. Now I don't. Favorite films. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is one of my favorite films. Inherent Vice is a favorite film. Hail Caesar, which came out last year, is a great movie. Anything by Tarantino is great. I'm trying to think what else. Great movie that came out last year was The Nice Guys. Love that movie. My favorite movie of all time is an obscure Disney film called Operation Dumbo Drop, just because it's a movie near and dear to my heart. The Departed, I know that movie almost word for word. I can pretty much quote the entire movie. But yeah, I have a lot of favorite films. Let's see. Mercury and Tyrion dead. I mean, it's likely that they're going to happen, yeah. Do you think full screen buyout ruined things? It changed things. Whether or not ruined is, I guess it's kind of up to interpretation, I guess. Yeah, no, Jay, if Jean dies, he dies last of the team. Like, that's a gimme. So, yeah. Caleb, RWBY 15 is made by the guy who made the Mega Block story from 14, i.e. the worst fucking sketch in RWBY 14. I don't know why they went with that guy. Opinions on the Halo franchise, preferably by installment. Halo, I have a lot of fond memories playing Halo 2 with my cousin. Not live, just we would play the campaign and we would just do split screen. And we have a shit ton of fun doing it. Halo 3, I always played a lot. I didn't play a lot of Halo 1, unfortunately, because I never really had an original Xbox. My cousin did. So I only played a little bit of Halo 1, but, you know, I've seen Let's Play, obviously, and it was a lot of fun. Halo 2, I had a lot of fun with that. Halo 3, I thought had a very good ending. Like, it was a good ending to the trilogy. Halo ODST is probably my favorite game in the series because it's short, it's well written, the music is amazing. And I think it's just a very good self-contained story. Halo Wars, a lot of fun, but I love RTS games, so that's a thing. And unfortunately, I never really played Halo 5, but from what I heard, it wasn't that great. And Halo 4, what I played of it seemed very interesting. The only book I ever read was Ghosts of Onyx, but it was a well-written book. I think Halo has a lot of interesting lore. Like, I remember there was a time where I was so into the Halo lore, like I was like scouring the wiki for, like, you know, weapons and character names and all that stuff, because I do that with everything I get obsessed into at the time. And like, there's so much great lore there, and I'm glad they expand upon it in, like, game, especially in the game stuff. Oh, you got into the books. Okay, yeah. The only book I ever read was Ghost of Onyx, but it was a good book. So. Let's see. Corsair Moors means yellow death. Oh, that's interesting. If that's the case, sure. Favorite RWBY meme. Oh God, I'm not too meme savvy, unfortunately. I guess Dumb RWBY. If Dumb RWBY's a meme, then sure. Grand Budapest Hotel. No, I need to do a Wes Anderson deep dive one of these days and just binge a whole lot of his films. Yeah. Rookie from ODST is confirmed dead. No! When did that happen? Fall of Rage, the Flood, First. Yeah, I think one of these days I will just do a whole read through of those books. Yeah. Oh, really? Cool. Yeah, I never really did like director class. Like, I did genre classes. There was a horror genre and a cop film genre that I took when I was in college. Yeah. Wow. Class on Wes Anderson. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Like, actually. An insurrectionist, but what? No! Oh, that makes me so sad to hear that. I loved Mickey. Actually, Celtic, since you're here and you're a film guy, there's a film podcast out there called Wrong Reel that does a lot of, like, old film and old, like, talk about film, both old and new, that I'm pimping out because I'm guesting on it, that I've guested on it twice now. But yeah, it's a very deep dive film podcast. And yeah, it might be up your alley if you're a film guy. He's the one who killed her. Oh my God, why? Oh, I'm so sad now. Oh, that makes me so sad to hear that. Being that one set of... Oh, okay, scrolling up. I mean, yeah, Pierre Jean could be... Yeah, I see that. Because angst for buck. Oh, oh, God. Yeah. That makes me sad to hear that. Wait, so what? Dutch got depressed after that, left the unit. Oh my God, this is so sad. Wait, so what happened to Romeo? Like, did he just not care because he's Romeo? I have seen the Fixing RWBY products. Yeah, they're great. I mean, you've clearly put a lot of thought into those videos. So, like, they're like fucking great. Oh, Romeo's a Spartan too. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Most disappointed I've been in RWBY. Anything from Volume 1 and Volume 2 that wasn't followed up with or just dropped. Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, like, I remember, like, when you went into the lore video and it occurred to me, like, I'm hearing names that I'm not recognizing, like, oh, wow, did he actually made up names for that? Oh, that's impressive. Never for ODST or Reach. Oh, that's the one I was forgetting, Reach. I only played Reach the one time, and I don't remember being a huge fan of it, to be perfectly honest. But I've been meaning to go back and give it another rewatch because my memory is kind of vague, so like I think it deserves a replay. But ODST, I love to death. Great game. If I can find my copy of Reach, I don't know what happened to my copy of Reach. I haven't seen it in years. What do I think of the gods in RWBY? Cliched and kind of unnecessary. And it kind of retcons the whole thing. I mean, I never really cared about the hiccups. They're just kind of dumb. Like, it's like he just didn't do anything. The thing about the thing about Penny is like they could reboot her. Miles and Carrie are on record as saying that if you're dead, you're dead. But this is Rooster Teeth animation, so I don't really trust that. Jesus fucking Christ! What the fuck was that? Halo Let's Play. I mean, listen, if I can ever figure out a streaming situation, then I would absolutely do a Let's Play. But that's for a different time. RWBY's PSAs, they're a thing. I've never been too huge on them. There are a couple that I really love. Yeah. Yeah, the after credits of Volume 2 is one of the things that annoys me the most. Because, like, I guess we're just pretending it never happened now. So, yeah. What do you think happened to Raven's character when you compare Volume 2's ending to Raven Volume 4? I don't know. Like, something clear... I mean, because from the letter, it sounded like they didn't even want that scene in Volume 2. Monty had to fight for it, so, like... I don't know what... it's really up in the air what the hell Raven's deal is. It was directly referenced in Volume 4. Wait, the dream scene was? Like, I know the train thing was, but... I don't remember or unless that... Because I'm trying to remember the bar scene now, because I know they definitely talked about when Raven saved her on the train. But it seemed like after that there wasn't really anything. So, maybe it was. Shit, I don't know. Oh, okay. Raven is a weaker version of Esdeath. Because I'm watching Akame, I know that reference. Yeah, actually, I'd be definitely more intimidated of Esdeath. No, that's fine, dude. I miss... I mean, I've gotten better about picking up on things this volume, but I still miss things. Absolutely, I still do. Volume 3, Episode 5. Episode 5, that was... No, that was just Menagerie. So that was only Blake's storyline as far as I recall. So, I don't know how it would have been. A RWBY character turned to a gun. That would be interesting. Where's Adam? Who knows? In the desert, I think. Bionicle, Matanui, and Makuta Transformers, Primus, and Unicron. There were a lot of words there. Yeah, it was a cliched, really. Volume 3, Episode 5. Oh. Okay. Oh, no, yeah, because Crow showed the picture. Okay. No, I kind of get where you're coming from there. I don't know if that's a reference to the dream, though, but... Wish RWBY had more real subtle foreshadowing and hinting. Yeah, they seem to have dropped a lot of that, which is kind of disappointing, because that was a lot of people were really into that. Think we'll see the rest of Team Funky? I think we're done with Funky, honestly. With Flint not being a member of the company and Meg no longer working there, I don't see why they don't really have much of a reason to bring them back. RWBY having a Japanese dub. I've only seen a little bit of Volume 1's Japanese dub, but it seemed interesting. It's the only Japanese version I've ever seen of anything where I didn't have to pay attention to the subtitles. But Flint Cole, yeah, there's a Flint Cole in every universe. Flint Cole is the reason why I'm convinced that X-Ray and Vav and RWBY are in the same canonical universe. Hidden camera. Well, Bernie's on record as saying he doesn't like hidden camera stuff, so that's probably never going to happen. I wish RWBY cared about the main character too. Yeah. Making a hidden camera lore is awesome. Yeah. Yang spaced out because she saw her mom and was previously obsessed with learning and finding her. True. Yeah. Yeah, pimp it out, man. Go for it. Do I miss X-Ray and Vav? I don't miss reviewing X-Ray and Vav. Because if any of you ever want to know what was the worst thing to review, X-Ray and Vav was always a fucking nightmare to review. And you could probably tell with how terrible those videos were. Yeah, God, because it's one of those shows it's really just hard to find things to talk about for it. So that's why I never really liked it. I mean, Camp kind of segued into that discussion of offensive comedy, which worked for that. And Strangerhood, I was just drunk the entire time, so that didn't matter. But X-Ray and Vav was always tough, yeah. How would I write John Arc? Just as somebody who's actually trying to learn and actually putting an effort in, mostly. What do I think of the soundtrack in Volume 4? I actually, now that I've actually heard it, I like it a lot. Probably, like, especially This Life Is Mine, which was the biggest case of false advertising ever. Like, the way it is in the show and the way the song actually is. So are half the characters in Strangerhood. You're not wrong. Salem's powers, I don't know what they are yet, so... Ever thought about working for Rooster Teeth? Oh yeah, I've definitely thought about it, but at this point now, I'm just like, I don't need them. Sex Swing review. Dude, I watched one episode of Sex Swing and went, nope, not touching this. If I did do it, a drunk review would probably be called for, absolutely, because that one episode was holy shit bad. Holy shit bad. It was so bad. Because here's the thing about Funhouse's editing style. For Let's Plays and like the Q&A thing they do, it works. When they use it in actual productions, it's fucking dumb. Like, it just doesn't work. Let's see. The emotions and music in this volume are so powerful, yeah. Yeah, and like Armed and Ready is just such a fucking great song to wake up to. Just to pump it out. A RWBY movie? I hope not. Especially not a live-action one. Like, they were talking a while ago about making a live-action RWBY movie, and I'm like, you volunteer as Nora, go for it, fuck it. Actually, no, I thought you were a Roman Torchwick guy. You'd probably be a... presuming if they do the live-action thing. Yeah, but, like, live-action, it's just like, there are no good live-action for anime. Like, that would just be bad. Okay, that makes sense. After hearing about Jeff saying in an interview with Murder of Birds, can't take the music seriously anymore. Again, I know a guy who worked on the Volume 3 soundtrack, and he told me, without any, like, in no inexplicit terms, that the songs make up the story. Like, the songs tell the story. So either Jeff is just bullshitting during an interview, or he just doesn't care anymore. But I know for a fact that because I've gotten confirmation from one of the guys who worked on the fucking soundtrack that the songs mean things. So, yeah, I don't know what the fuck Jeff's on about that. The differences between what the show presents and how the creators talk about it. I mean, it's one of those things that kind of, for me, it actually kind of got lost in that for a while because the creators were saying it, I kind of just took it for granted, and it didn't really occur to me that, oh wait, they're not actually portraying this. It was a while before I kind of came to that realization. So it was once you realize it and you realize just how much of a problem it is, it's like, oh shit, this is not good. Murder of Birds, I just did a whole story about this earlier about my experience with Murder of Birds, but long story short, I don't think you can trust somebody who's that happy and hyperactive all the time. Any idea how Rooster Teeth chooses their writers? They look through the resumes, I guess. We got Watts, a.k.a. Dr. Chucklefuck. Yes. It would be opposed to a RWBY Season 1 supercut. I wouldn't... Yeah, I wouldn't be... Somebody should probably do that, yeah. They pull lots from a hat. That's probably how they got the guy for RWBY 15, now that I think about it. Yeah, that would make sense. Hang on, somebody's messaging me. What do we got here? Oh, okay. Right, pulling names out of a straw hat, yeah. Kruby's getting a little I don't know what's going on with Kruby. It's so weird. Like, you never used to hear about this stuff before. I don't know when exactly the change happened. I don't think it was necessarily when full screen took on. I think something else, but yeah. A lot of dick writers for RWBY. Absolutely, there is. Yeah. Monsters would I like to see made into Grim. I'm still holding out for a Grim Octopus. Let's see, Grim. Well, if they have a Grim, because the Knuckle of E is an actual Eldritch Abomination with lore attached to it, so if they're gonna do, like, Grim Legends, I want to see a Grim Minotaur. That'd be kind of cool. After things shifted, we got good look at how the hood... Yeah, I mean... Well, Celtic, here's the thing, like... Shane's letter for me just kind of confirmed a few things that I had kind of been hearing around for a little while, like just the suspicions. Because again, the guy I talked to, he said that they're definitely, at the very least, they're unprofessional as shit. But like you kind of definitely got a feeling that something wasn't quite right, and the letter just kind of confirmed that a bit. Hello again, Ivan. Murder Birds is a YouTuber who does reaction stuff. Yeah, Gail, I gotta take a quick look at that. I know sometimes people will pitch story stuff to me, and I'm like, "This is great. I don't know what to offer you right now." After season 10, yeah, I mean, season 10 would have been a great mini Grimitar. Oh shit, yeah. Grim Griffin, isn't a Grim Griffin what ate? Isn't that what ate Roman? Um, there's only 17 Grim types in total as of right now. Shit. Yeah. A Grim. Oh yeah, fuck a Grim Flamingo. Fuck yeah, awesome. RWBY season 15 review. Once I watch RWBY season 15, it is absolutely on the table. I mean, listen. As long if Rooster Teeth insists on putting RWBY out, I'm gonna keep this retrospective going. You know, if they're gonna keep giving me material, then fuck it. Grim Cthulhu. Oh shit, that actually would be a good idea. Grim Zalgo. Grim Rake. Grim Slenderman. Fuck it, let's just pull out all the creepypastas. Grim Cerberus. Ooh, yeah. Blaze Blue Cross Tag. I'm not a fighting type guy. I already said that earlier. So, you know what? Just for collection shake mushroom, I'm gonna get 15. Alcohols require 15, probably. Grim Cyclops. Oh, okay. Yeah, it does lack that backbone, absolutely. Like the idea is there, but there's just nothing really there's like nothing really supporting it. And that's yeah. Like if you're gonna put out cool ideas, like really plan them out. Which is why I think they really should take the year off and just kind of like really think about this shit. Grim Pokemon. Well, I think somebody's gonna sue somebody after that. Grim Bendround. Ooh, well, how would that work? That would just be like a Grim Link with a LG emptiness. Grim, the bastard brother of Moon Moon. What have I heard? Well, no, just not really heard so much. Jabs, just like from when you read tweets and you hear people talking, it's just kind of like, like that kind of thing. I don't know. Scrabs? You mean scarabs? Or the end of season 2 of Camp Camp did have a bit of a finality to it, didn't it? Like, which is unfortunate because if that's the end, like, Camp Camp's like the one fun thing they've got going right now. If they end that, I'm gonna be really upset. Grim Caboose. No! Don't kill Grim Caboose. Grim Fanboys. Grim Knight of Balance 13. He'd make a decent Grim. What do you think Weiss's dad's semblance is given he's married? Didn't they say he doesn't have a semblance or something? Grim Felix. Oh, I'll fucking kill him in that case. There should be a new owner of Camp Campbell. Oh god, if they make David the new head of the camp, that's a decent opportunity right there. Grim Murder of Birds. Grim Murder of Birds would just be a really, really hyperactive Grim. Grim Miles. Well, no, because Miles already has a self-insert. No, I don't really buy into the whole self-insert thing. I think he just puts too much investment in the character. With RWBY, it's tough to say because on the surface the core shoji is okay, but like once you get really into it, it's so many problems, and especially with 13. Like the minute, like the big thing in 13 when they get to the big reveal, and it's like the, or not the reveal, just the, the all sentient life on chorus thing is like, well, A, right away there's no stakes in the season because they're obviously not going to pull it off, and B, they're actively participating in their own suicide. So it's like, right as soon as you get to that point, it's like, wow, this season is really dumb. And then they brought O'Malley back, and it got even dumber. This live stream just turned into a grim everything. Grim. John's continual lack of fighting ability and Maya's continual lack of running ability, the parallel is almost too noticeable. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, that's a good point. Damn it. I haven't watched Fat Man's RWBY 13 stuff just because I want to do mine first, and I don't like... I'm weird. I don't like watching other people's reviews before I've done mine. It's just it's like a weird thing. Like, I would always, like, since Celtic's here, I would always put off watching your guys' reaction stuff before I would put my parts out, because then I would go back and watch it. And actually, a funny story, since Celtic's here, I'll tell him this. I finished my part 3, which covered episodes 5, 6, and the Crone Tyrion fight from 7. Yeah, don't poison well, exactly. And then once I hit the render on part 3, I was like, oh, hey, I can go watch their episode 6 video now. And you guys were talking, and you mentioned, like, what other kind of creatures are there aside from Grimm? And I'm like, oh, hey, that's a point I bring up. And then there were a couple other points. I'm like, oh, God, this is kind of similar. And then you got to the point where you guys were, like, mapping out the route from, like, Patch to Mistral. And I just, like, I'm slaying in my bed. And I just turned and looked over my laptop at the render, which was at, like, 62%. And I was like, fuck. I'm like, oh, God, no. Oh, people are going to be all over this. Shit. This was not intentional. Oh. God, it was, so I had to put a disclaimer in the video, like, I don't watch any videos. This was purely coincidence. But yeah, no, I just for my own sake, I just kind of like, okay, this stuff will be here when I am done, and then I'll get to it when I am done. So I will watch Fat Man's 13 stuff when I am done with mine. So, yeah, Celtic, it was like, I wish I had recorded. I don't know why I would have recorded, but I wish I recorded my action, because it was literally like just a slow deadpan, like looking at the laptop. I'm like, fuck, damn it. Because I just thought of, like, I just got thinking, like, how did they get to this point? And I just got like thinking of the different routes of how they would have gotten there, and it just went from there. And I just thought, oh, it'd be a cool idea. And then I realized it had been done. I'm like, oh shit. I mean, hey man, if you can find a way to make them work, absolutely. I mean, if the idea gets around, the more the merrier. That's what I say in that regard. But like, if you can find a way to like incorporate that in a way that makes it work, that would actually probably make them even better. So, yeah. You said in your last stream you would drop part 1 of season 13. You could do, yeah, because the thing is, I could probably do up to the episode before the Harmonia fight now, and that's probably where I would cut off. I could probably do that now. I have to talk to Dan about it, because there is an effect I would need for that video. But yeah, now that I'm done with RWBY, I can probably just go full into that. Okay, Kosef, have a good one. Full into that now. I also really want to focus on my own writing, but I'm going to try, in this downtime I have now, I'm just going to try to work on a bunch of different scripts along with my writing. And when I like really go back in, I'll have like a bunch of videos ready to go. So, and 13 part 1 will be one of those. So, ever gotten to RWBY drama? Not really. The best I got is whenever Knight of fucking Balance decides to do his shit. Other than that, not really. I tend to stay away from the drama. I really do. It's just it doesn't interest me. YouTube Red, I don't use it. I don't care for it, honestly. I mean, it gets me views, which, like, hey, but, like, none of the shows interest me, so. Have I ever brought the critiques forward to RWBY Reddit? I post my videos on RWBY Reddit. I'm not a huge Redditor, but I do post my videos on there. And the biggest reaction I got was in part 3 when I accidentally said snakes weren't animals, and I'm still kicking myself for that. reception for that was more or less just, wow, this guy's a fucking idiot, which in that regard I was like, yeah, no. But one of the big reactions I got was like, the one that I usually get for RWB was just like this guy with chorus was like, this guy just doesn't like change, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense because everything changes. Like you can't not have change, so there's no point in wishing there was no change. So I'm fine with change, but if you're gonna sacrifice quality for it, then there's no point. Fat Man Fallen got an idea of how Reddit works, because yeah, I assume I don't know how he Reddits, but yeah, no, I don't know. Reddit's just like that one site where I'm just like, I don't invest a whole lot of effort into it, unfortunately. But yeah, if people do comment, I get people who are like, oh yeah, this is a good point, and then other people who are like, this guy just doesn't like it. He just doesn't like change. Is the big complaint I get. I saw that he was bitching about Reddit, and because I guess they changed the policy or something about uploading your own content, which hasn't happened to me yet, because nobody's come after me for it yet. But yeah, I remember you did something about that. Yeah. Season 13 is a guilty pleasure. If you can enjoy it, great. I can't. Yeah. I mean, YouTube's backwards as fuck, too. I mean, shit. Describe a dinosaur in Ark and said, imagine a crocodile with legs. That's good. I appreciate that. The Anmio? What the fuck are you saying? Dailymotion saved my ass with this project, because Dailymotion, you can get the World of Remnants off of that for this volume. Because, again, have to reiterate, the World of Remnants are not on YouTube. Why? Who the fuck knows? They're just not. And so I had to go to Dailymotion, because like Dailymotion today is what the fucking it's basically what like the bootleggers during Prohibition were back in the 20s and 30s. That's basically what Dailymotion is. Vimeo. The problem with Vimeo is that you really kind of there is a paid subscription model in Vimeo. But yeah, there are World of Remnants that were locked on. Yeah, arguably the most important World of Remnant, the Dust and the Aura and Semblance one, is on the Volume 2 Blu-ray. Like, it's ridiculous. And the only reason I got the Volume 2 Blu-ray is because they had the panel from it, and I'm on that panel, and I'm in the question line. I got a question during that. That's why I have the Blu-ray. If I didn't have the Blu-ray, I never would have known about that. Not the DVD floof, the Blu-ray. Not even the regular DVD. So yeah. Yeah, Dailymotion be the dark alley. I don't rip off from DVDs, admittedly. I probably don't. I probably should, but yeah. Well, I don't know if the Com Tower one's important because they keep fucking that up, but yeah. The strongest to weakest members of Team... Oh, fuck. That's tough. That's tough. I would have to give that a lot of thought. I mean, because it's easy just to say Yang, then maybe Weiss, maybe... Well, no. Because the thing is, it's different levels of strength. Like, Yang is... Oh, wait, here we go. Yang is... Wait. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to see if I read this right. Yang is better than RWBY, better than Blake, better than Weiss. Am I reading that right? Yeah. I mean, Weiss with her glyphs is okay, but I guess. I don't know. I would have to really give that some serious thought. Yeah, no, Floof, it's not even on the regular DVD. It's the Blu-ray. I don't know. I have no idea why they thought this thing. Considering how many questions Aura and Semblance raises, you'd think that would be more widely acceptable. Do I play role games like D&D? I do not. I like watching it. I like watching my friends do it, but I'm not too into it. Glass cannon without much cannon, I guess, yeah. Maybe I'm just speaking from a point like I love Weiss to death, but yeah, I guess fighting wise, yeah. I don't know. She could be a decent fighter. I don't know if they actually wrote her well, but I think they made Blake in the Ilias trailer bigger in the chest region. Did they? I didn't. I'll be the first to honest. I don't pay attention to that. What were the World of Rumors that weren't on the DVD again? The Aura and Semblance one, arguably the most important one. The last time Weiss won a fight, she should have won against Chainsaw Guy. I still call bullshit on that fight. That's a good question. What was the last fight she won? They should all be balanced, but they're not. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. I don't even mind care much thought in Aura Semblance. Apparently, I've been told apparently they want to revisit Aura and Semblance during this volume. Don't know how that works. Destroyed a paladin by herself. Yeah, it wasn't. Can Weiss use her glyphs on others? Like, what do you mean? Can you do more of these streams now that you figured it out? Well, there's still a lot of things I do need to figure out, but if I can find a way to get a better thing going, then yeah, I could probably do more streams. Let's see, Team RWBY has this. Oh, yeah, I don't pay attention to the bra sizes of underage girls. No, I guess I'm not. I guess I'm just not that pervy. I don't know. Rube's getting boobs. I don't know. I probably should pay attention to that more than I am because I'm a guy, but I just don't. It's weird. But if you do, that's entirely your prerogative. I got nothing bad to say to you. Can she use gravity on her foes? She hasn't she? I'm pretty sure she's done that before. The 3D models, actually. Yeah. I mean, the new models are kind of weird. Good fan art, CGI doesn't work. Yeah, no, I can get that. Yeah, the new models I have so back and forth on. Like, facial-wise, the facial expressions are... Phrasing. The facial expressions in this volume are a lot better. The models themselves still feel kind of weird to me. I don't know. Imagine Zwei becoming the god of the multiverse and killing... Zwei for president. To affect herself, I don't think she's done anything of the sort to her enemies. Huh. I thought she had, but maybe I'm wrong. If the case, then that should probably be the case that she should be able to eventually. I don't know how much longer I'm going to go for, but if I don't see you when you come back, then have a good one. Because I've been going for 101, almost 102 minutes according to this timer. Shit. I don't mind talking, so I can talk forever, as these videos prove. In your video, you talked about how a large percentage of RWBY V4 were mediocre or worse. Would serve RWBY to avoid wasting animations for... Yeah, I think if they just focused on, like, the really essential fights, because you didn't... Because, like, the Grim fight, the Geist fight and the Neklovi fight were not terrible. They just were nothing. And then the Sea Dragon fight was garbage. So, it's like, I don't know. Maybe they... Like, the best thing they do right now is, like, the one-on-one stuff. Like, I think, like, people love the Crow Winter fight last volume. Yang Mercury was my favorite fight of Volume 3. Roman and Ruby was great. I mean, Neo was there, but it was still a very effective fight. And then Crow Tyrion in this volume was fucking amazing. So, yeah, I mean, the one-on-one fights seem to be great. It's when it's a group fighting Grim, it's when it's, like, terrible. Yeah, Celtic, that would be interesting if they did that. Like, that would, yeah. That would be good if they worked on the hand-to-hand stuff, because they rely too much on their weapons. That probably should be something they learn. RWBY 13 or RWBY Volume 3? Volume 3. I get too angry at 13. Yeah. By animating first and place camera second to make... Yeah. I mean, Floof, you know more about animation than I do. I am not. I'm learning, but there's still very, very unknowledge in animation. Actually, I just watched. I guess on animation now. I just watched Wolf Children a few hours ago, because it's the only hosted film I haven't seen, and beautifully animated, by the way. Rule 34 of Chuckly Fuckly. Chuckly Fuck. Chucklefuck? You mean Watts? By the way, for those who don't get why I called Watts Chucklefuck, there's a game out there called To the Moon. It's probably one of the best indie games ever written. It's beautifully written. And one of the main characters in that game is Dr. Neil Watts. So that's kind of where I go from. I'm like, well, there's already Dr. Watts, and he's way better than this Watts will ever be. So you are Dr. Chucklefuck now. So in case anyone is still wondering why I do that. I don't... Again, I have so much a problem with how Neo fights. Like, it's just... to me. Oh, shit. Hey, Celtic, I'll tell you that you can tell this to Fat Man. Like, if you asked me, I would do it. I do not want to impose on you guys, because you guys have a thing going. If I was asked, I would absolutely do it, but that's entirely up to you. I am not going to force your hand on that. I know Fat Man and I have had kind of not really issues in the past. I know he hasn't liked my content in the past. I think we've mostly resolved that the one time we talked, though. But yeah, that's just my stance on it. I see that guy commenting, just like, that's my stance. If you ask me, I'd do it, but I'm not going to impose on you. I do still remember that. Yeah, I do. I have no ill will toward him. I never have. So make sure that gets passed along. As I'm starting to, yeah, like, there was never ill will, because here's the thing: I don't take myself too seriously. That's just oh, okay. Well, okay then. But yeah, no, I don't take myself too seriously. So if somebody's going to criticize me, I'm going to take into consideration. And I will say, when he did criticize me, I definitely... Oh, thanks, buddy. You too. Yeah, when he does criticize me, that was definitely a turning point for me, where I'm thinking, like, okay, how can I do better? And I think from RWBY 11 on, I think it's been some of my best stuff, and I definitely have to give him credit for kind of alerting me to that, because I'm like, I was going too much for like a nostalgia critic spoony kind of thing without really getting into the meat of it. But now I'm like, okay, no, I can do this better. Because my stance on it, you will never be at your peak. You can always do better. That's the mentality I always try to take. Yeah. Tex or Piera? Ooh, Tex. I'm sorry. I love Tex. Tex is the best. Yeah, more communication is definitely needed over at RT. Yeah. It can be, Celtic, yeah. I mean, it's fun. Like, for the RWBY videos, it worked because they're retrospectives. You can do that with them, like, do that kind of style. But for other videos, I admit, it's like, it doesn't really work that well. And now, I still kind of fashion myself the spoony of Rooster Teeth reviews, but like, I definitely try to do, like, no, I can analyze this. I can be better at this. I just got to keep going. Yeah. Oh God, when I get to the finale of 13, dude, I should just put like a warning: turn your headphones down, like Chugga Conroy does. He didn't necessarily call me out, hockey fan. He just I was alerted to things he was saying about me in the comments of a video, and we didn't. It wasn't even a back and forth. I just like, hey, I see what you're saying, and I completely agree on certain points. And it was perfectly civil. There was no argument. There was nothing. It was never a fight between us. It was just a little thing. That was it, and it was all done. Strangerhood Season 3 or 6 rewatches of 13. Oh, fuck both of those. Fuck both of those. No, you know what? Strangerhood I can at least get drunk for, so fuck it, I'll do Stranger Thing. Yeah, and I'll admit, like, my Volume 1's thing, I was... Volume 1 was, like... I was just going over kind of basics of that. And... Did he actually get more than one of those? Because I thought he only got the one. But, yeah. And, like, the retrospectives were kind of like they were retrospectives. I put review in the title because there are points where, like, if there's a specific point, I'm like, hey, this was awesome, here's why. But, yeah, if there were more, then I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it's yeah, I'm still proud with how those retrospectives came out. But, yeah, no, that I do try to go before I bear. Do I hate Church's death? Which one? Let's see. Stranger Things. I've only watched 2 episodes of Stranger Things. I need to finish it. I will finish it before Season 2 comes out. I promise. But yeah, no, when I saw Stranger Things, it's good. Finn Wolfhard, who's in the new It movie, is fucking great. I think if he keeps getting good roles, I think there's a definite future for him in acting. Yeah, just that. He's I would say he's like the second best actor of the children in It. The best one would be the kid who played Eddie, because that kid was fucking firing on all cylinders the entire time. Who gets revived more, Donut or Church? Oh God, I think Church has been revived more, although Donut's pretty close. Yeah. Felix from okay, I actually still need to finish ReZero, but when I heard Felix's name in ReZero, immediately my eyes started twitching. And then they showed him. It's like, oh, thank God, it's just an androgynous cat boy. Oh, thank Christ. But I haven't really seen too much of Felix to get a big impression of him. He seems like a fun character, but that's all I really got out of him. Andy, my podcast mate that I keep talking about, he's been bugging me to finish, and I need to. So I did know that's why it's a Cowboy Bebop reference. I do know that. I keep seeing H Bomber Guy thrown around. Like, that's like Xeno Dweeb, who was in here earlier. He always talks about that kid, that guy. Like, yeah. Yeah, and I didn't know he was planning on reviewing RWBY, because I saw the because Xeno told me he was trying to get things to talk about for it. I need water. Red Like Roses. Oh, let's see. I have the Red Like Roses Part 2 poster hanging over my laptop right now. See, Red Like Roses fills my head with dreams and finds me always closer to the emptiness and sadness that has come to take the place of you. I picked this up at actually no, this was a freebie I got from one of my roommates who was a guardian at the RTX 2014. Yeah. Yeah. What would you tell someone who is starting RWBY? Oh, you'll love Volume 1. After that, just brace yourself, I guess. Like, you might. There's a lot to fall in love with the show. It's just don't be surprised if you're disappointed. Did I hate Epsilon's death? In 13, yes. Yeah. Yeah, Fat Man is very hyper-dissecting. I try to find a healthy balance. Or at least I'll try to figure out a better way that something could work. I don't ever go for like a complete... Again, like Volume 4, what I did at the final video, like that was just kind of like... the idea is the same. I'm just like, just move these things around and add some stuff here, and this would flow way better. Like, I was more focused on just how the volume flowed more when I did that thing. Yes, Ivan, I am a nerd. That is true. Yeah. Yeah, that would be entirely true. Yeah. Long time no see. Drew Minot. I'm pretty sure I know that name. I see so many names now. I can't remember everything. I'm sorry. If Monty were still alive, how do you think seasons 3 and 4 would be different? I think mostly they'd just be animated better. As for story things, I don't know. From the sound of it, Monty just kind of let Miles and Carrie do whatever they wanted. But I don't know. I think he just wanted to animate. I think if he was still alive, the fights would be better. But yeah. Where'd I get the idea from horses? Okay, so the idea for horses. There's a friend of mine. His name, I actually credit him as my creative consultant. His name is Chad. Or on Tumblr, he's known as Exorcist Gamer. And what we would do after every episode, he and I would get on to chat, and we would just talk about the episode and what we thought about it. And he was a very inspirational. He was a very important part of the writing process for this volume. So I can't praise him enough. I'm just gonna shout him out here. Chad is one of the best friends ever, and I am so incredibly lucky that he has helped me with this volume, because he helped put so much things into perspective. And the idea of horses was through a discussion we had where I was trying to figure out what would be a good way to redo Team Orange's storyline. And we thought, give them horses, because it would solve a lot of problems. So yeah, because he's he and I are like on the same wavelength on a lot of things. He's just better at wording things than I am, so he definitely helps me out a lot. What would you say looks visually beautifully and was choreographically well done? Attack on Titan or Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress? I've never even heard of Iron Fortress, so I'm gonna say Attack on Titan. RWBY 14, again, some skits were good, some skits were bad, some skits were eh. Would you be opposed to Church coming back? At this point, he's come back so many times, I think just stay dead. Just keep him dead. Yeah, Floof, exactly. Camp Season 2, kind of lackluster season, but the finale was amazing. Like, I can't praise the finale of Camp Season 2 enough. Yeah. Would you be able to guess the time 13 Part 1 comes out? If I did, I would tell you, but I don't. Here's the thing. Every time I ever try to keep a schedule or appointment on something, I suffer some kind of catastrophic hard drive laptop failure. So I don't like to plan things because every time I do, something goes wrong. The fact that this has mostly gone off without a hitch is an improvement in itself. Yeah. Yeah, basically. It's like I can't stress this enough. If they took a year off to just think the things, they might be able to really pull this together. Floof, I'm gonna quote from another Abridged on Titan series and like, get on your fucking horse, Jaeger, because that's actually a joke from that series. And Levi just responded with, get on your fucking horse. Do you remember a series that Ruseith had called Nature Town? Yes, I do remember Nature Town. I never watched it, but I remember the name. I should probably check it out. Because somebody asked me once if I would go back and do older series, and my answer at the time was yes, and I just haven't gotten to it. But I do plan to, because, again, if they're going to keep making content, I as far as I'm concerned, I still have a channel. So they give me content, I'll work with it. I'll find a way to work with it. Tom's basically text destined to fail his tasks. Yeah. Hey, nice talking to you, Celtic. We'll definitely keep in touch. I can't wait to talk to you again. Have a good one, my friend. Do a live stream Volume 5 ends? Probably, yeah. I should ask a question on the RWBY panel RTX. I asked a question at the 2014 one, but I didn't ask one this time around, although I thought of doing it. But at the end, I was like, I can't. Do you think other characters like Velvet should be explored in later volumes? I would like that, yeah. Yeah, God, Velvet's weapon was so disappointing. Like I remember when I did my Volume 3 finale vlogs with Brendan and Rob, and they were really into Velvet's weapon, and I just could not get into it, and I still I'm not into it, because it's like, it felt like such a cop-out. Yeah. Favorite RWBY character has, I've always felt a spiritual connection to Church. No, I am not a brony. I've never watched My Little Pony a day in my life. The only reason my profile picture is a pony is because somebody made that for me. That is a pony version of a character of a story I wrote. Actually, it's that Slenderman story that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, it's the pony version of Zeke Strom from that story. That's the only reason I have a pony, because I needed a profile picture. If somebody wants to do something for me, I will pay you for it. Like, I'm trying. I already got somebody commissioned to do banner art, but I needed a good, decent profile picture. So yeah, I definitely am trying to update my channel a bit. But no, I've never watched My Little Pony, and I have no plans to. Least favorite RWBY character, probably still Neo. Least favorite RWBY character that isn't Felix. Well, shit. Who's my least favorite character aside from Felix? I'm trying to think. Who would I have said before? Sarge. Yeah, no, I guess it would have been Sarge, yeah. When Volume 5 comes out, will you be doing reviews as episodes come out? The problem with doing episodic reviews, I appreciate the people who do that, but that's way more work and way less amount of time. Because a lot of what takes up time in this review is the writing process. You know, making sure I word everything well. And
when I have to do that week after week after week, it would be way too draining, and I just don't have the stamina for that. All right, Kate, have a good one. Yeah, no, I prefer to just wait till the volume's over. Yeah, no, it's too like it's the reason why I don't do reaction videos. It's just way too much work. Like, these are already enough work as is. I don't want to complicate two things to myself, especially when I'm stretching myself across a bunch of different projects. Season 15, still have not watched it, so. Do you think RT knows about reviews like you and Fat Man? Given the Sarge sketch in RWBY 14 with the squad of Sarges, I am convinced they are at least aware of the retrospectives. Because there is no fucking way they wouldn't have done that unless it was for my benefit. That's what I say anyway. I think something's going to happen in winter. Yeah, definitely. Any ideas to salvage Ruby's character at this point? Just give her more to do. Team Sun should get more development. Sage and Scarlet should, at least. With Velvet's weapons that Monty stated he had thought out to do something with Dust, but before he died, took the information with him. I thought that was always just going to be the case with Velvet's weapon. That was Monty's intention with it. Maybe I heard that wrong. I don't know. Oh my god, we've been going for 2 hours now. Okay, I'm going to give it like 5 more minutes and then we're going to call it. So. God damn it, Floof. If RWB's continues with be a character you hate even more than Felix, I mean, it's entirely possible at this point. I would not put it past them to try something. Do you think Sage or Scarlet will ever appear again? Well, here's the thing. They are in, like, Orange is in Mistral, and that's where Team Sun originates from. So the chances of us running into Sage, Scarlet, and Neptune theoretically should be pretty high. But we'll see, I guess. Will this be uploaded to your channel? Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's going to go up on the channel. No worries. What are your thoughts on Sister coming back? Still haven't watched 15, but, I mean, can never go wrong with more Sister. Favorite weapon and semblance? My favorite weapon? That's tough. Let me think. Probably the one I made up. My favorite semblance, probably... I do kind of like Weiss's semblance with the glyphs. Favorite weapon? I'm going to go with the gunchucks, because a bow staff made of shotguns is pretty cool. Solution of Volume 5, bring only the characters of Team RWBY together and focus on no other important character. Well, though I think most of them get back together, I don't think Blake will. Favorite Grim type? I used to have an answer for this. I can't think of what that answer is right now, though. Knuckle Luffy's creepy as shit, so fuck it. Not much. I'm going to give it like another 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to turn off because I've been going for over 2 hours at this point. What was your thought when you saw Tucker showing a picture of Junior in Scene 13? That was kind of adorable. I can see that. Favorite character design, least favorite character design? Least favorite would be... Oh my god. The thing is, I feel like I had an answer for these, but now that I'm on the spot, I can't think of what any of them are. Shit. I feel like... Alright, I'm going to say my favorite character design as of right now is... You know, actually, I know people are kind of on Watts right now, but I do kind of like his coat. That's kind of, right now, I'm not saying it's my absolute favorite, but I like it. Least favorite would probably be... Honestly, you know, I was never a huge fan of Romans. I'm going to be honest. Oh, the Season 30 cameo. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I liked that. Most overpowered semblance. Again, I feel like I had an answer to this, and I can't think of it right now. Neo's. Well, no, that's not Neo's semblance. Well, whatever Neo's got going on is overpowered as shit, but... I guess Yang's actually could be kind of overpowered, too. Actually, yeah, I remember when I said Season 2, it was just like... Basically, Yang has the power of a god. Is basically what it is. They joked they would put a middle finger with Fat Man's name on it in the credits. Maybe. Who knows? I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, I've said plenty of good things about them in the past, so fuck them if they do that. Oh, that Corrupted, that's going to put way more thought process than I have right now, so I'll have to give that serious thought. Will I upload the stream? Yes, the stream will be uploaded, no worries. All right, have a good one. Yang has the body of a 30-year-old MILF. Ivan, that's the funniest thing you've said all night, my friend. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Yeah. What kind of working on more interactive concepts? Huh, interesting. Yang is worst girl. Maybe. Weiss is best girl though, for me anyway. But I like that. Prediction for the Yang character short. I think there's gonna be a flashback with her in summer. That's what I'm really banking on. See you when you upload another video. Later. I have been mentioned by name now for one. There you go, man. Blake is worst girl. You know, I don't like to say that, but she kind of is, and I hate that that's the case. I never partook in Rubingo. Maybe I should. I don't know. And with that, we are out of time, my friends. Thank you all for coming. We'll have to do this again sometime once I fucking figure out this fucking camera situation. We will definitely try to do this again. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you guys when I see you guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.